Alright, so today I'm going to talk about installation of a Kali operating system, which is a very popular operating system among the hackers. Okay, so inside the Windows, how you can do the installation? For that you need a Kali operating system, which is available for free of cost from the website. I will walk you through that. And you need VMware workstation. So what you need to do is, first you need to download VMware workstation. Right, so once you download this VMware workstation, install it, and once you have installed it, now you need to go ahead and download Kali Linux. So this is the Kali's official website. It is available for free of cost. Okay, this is the latest version, 2019.4. If your system is 64-bit, you can download this. If your PC is of 32-bit, you can go ahead and download this. Right, so once you download it, then go ahead and save it in your drive. The next thing to do is to open the VMware workstation. Right, so now we are going to create a virtual machine. So what we are going to do is technically create a machine inside a machine. So click on here, create new virtual machine. This will pop you up with this window, and keep it as a typical. Go to next, and put the location where the downloaded image is. So I have downloaded and moved my file to this particular location, and so that's what is showing over here already. Right, so just go ahead and click next. Do not worry about this warning. Right, since it's a Linux machine, so go ahead and select Linux. Right, and it's a Debian version, so select 10.x 64-bit. If it is 32-bit, you can go ahead with the 10.x. So always choose the latest one. Go ahead, and you can name your Kali Linux. It will go and sit here. So by default it takes 20 GB, so you can specify more as well, and keep it into store virtual disk as a single file. Go ahead and do next, and then finish. Alright, so now one part is done. Now part 2 is to power it on. So you click here and power it on. Alright, do not worry about this sound. Go ahead and click here and use your arrow keys and move it to Graphical Installation. Hit enter. Alright, so this is going to pop you up with another screen. Right, so now you have a graphical user interface to continue the installation. So go ahead and let it be English. Continue United States, let it be American English. Right, so it's scanning for media installation, loading the additional components now, and once it is loaded, then it will proceed for the installation. So it is detecting the network hardware. Right, so it's basically It's, as you can see, the name itself, it's an offensive security, so it is very popular among the hackers, the ethical hackers, and the black hackers, white hackers, to name so. Black hackers are mostly illegal hackers. So you can keep the domain name as Kali. Alright. And root password, you can type some password. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type some password. Something that you can remember. Right, if you want to take a screenshot, you go ahead and take a screenshot. Okay, continue. So time zone, let it be as it is. You can change those, selecting one of those. So it's checking for the partition disk, and so here, yeah, use this as the entire disk. Yeah. That's virtual, yes. So all files in one partition, yes. Go ahead with it. Okay, later. So here's the important thing: finish partitioning and write disk changes to the disk. So write changes to the disk we had selected, so choose yes. So if any changes are there, it will write to the disk. Now the installation will progress. I'm going to pause this video now, and once the next screen pops up, I'm gonna continue from there. Alright, so we are back. So installation has completed. Now it's we have here as configured the package manager. So it's a network manager that can be used to supplement the software that is included on installation media. This may also make newer version software available. Alright, so if you select it yes, so perhaps when there is an upgrade, this will get upgraded. For the moment, I'm just going to select it as a no, and but you can select yes and go. So now this is going to configure it. And do not forget to like, subscribe my channel, and I will help you with plenty more contents. I'll be also posting ethical hacking contents on this channel. Alright, so next is install Grub, so just keep it at yes, and just go ahead and select this enter device manually. Now select the default /dev/sta and go ahead and continue. I will be also uploading onto the kernel programmings as well that can help you. So once again, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. And this is my channel. So I've just started with it. Alright. So if you're going to see the videos, if you see your there is a video over here, so you can go to here. You need to like it, and you can subscribe the bell icon. Since I'm the admin, I do not have that option to do that. So you can go ahead and subscribe here. You will have a subscribe option, and like it, share it, and learn it. So it is finishing the installation. So once the installation is finished, I'm going to resume my video again. So I'm going to pause it to save your time. Oh, voila. So it is fairly completed before even we could do this. So just go ahead and finish it. All right. I'm just gonna pause it and let it. Alright, so continuing from the recording, so the installation is completed. Once the installation gets completed, you get this kind of screen, right? So remember, it's going to ask you for entering your user ID and password. So if you carefully remember, we had the user as root. We had not created any other user, and we had entered some password. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter my password. You can enter this root user ID and your password and log in, and you can now, I'll switch this to full screen mode, and voila, it's loading, and it has loaded, and here is your screen. So this is if you're first time into Linux operating system, this is kind of your GUI. That's a graphical user interface. So if you click here, right, it gives you a list of options that you can do. Of course, you cannot go ahead and use it right away. You need to learn about information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application analysis, database assessment, password tags, wireless tags, reverse engineering, exploitation tools, sniffing and spoofing, forensics, etc. So then you can go ahead. This is the file system. You just open this file system. It gives you the list of folder that it has created within the virtual machine for it, and this is the desktop that it's created. So if you want to open a terminal over here, so terminal is a kind of if you're familiar with the command prompt CMD in Windows screen, so this is kind of your if you do here, so this takes you back to, so it shows you all this particular things, all these folders over here, right? Okay, so if you want to create a file, let's say I'm going to create it. I'm just going to issue a very basic touch command, so it creates the file itself. Touch new file, new learning.txt, right? So if you can see, just the moment I did enter here, I got a new file over here, right? Now let's say if I'm gonna echo my name is Sanjay Rana, and that happens to be my name, I'm going to redirect it to this file. All right, so now if you see, if I'm going to cat new learning file, right, so you see the text which I've entered here, it has gone to this file. If you can see here, yeah, that's where you are, right? Yeah, let's say if you want to edit it, then you have to use VI editor, and right, so this VI editor will open you. You can go over here and right, enter over here. I am sharing session for Kali Linux installation. Alright, so this WQ is the way you save it here. Right, now let's say I'm going to issue the cat command again. Now that's how you get it over here. So I'm going to exit the full screen mode at the moment, right, and I'll stop the video here. On the next video, I'm going to teach you some basic Linux commands that you to navigate through and help you through. Till then, goodbye. Jai Hind.